Testing, everyone. How's it going? Give me a one in the chat box, please, if you can hear me okay. I am extremely excited to be on here with you guys. It's my last day as my existing self, since tomorrow things are really going to change for me with my new baby on the way. So it's a bit of a weird, odd feeling when there's going to be, big change in your life. You kind of get excited, get a little sad, get a bunch of mixed emotions. But for the most part, I'm excited, especially excited to be on here with you guys, um, because you guys always bring me up. You bring great energy, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, everyone, for the congratulations. I really don't have much time to waste today, so we're gonna kind of just jump right into it. Like I said, at any moment, my wife could possibly go into labor, but if everything goes as planned, everything's gonna happen tomorrow morning. But at the same time, I do have a bunch of stuff that I left for last minute that I have to get done. So the plan for today is to get you in and out of here within the next 90 minutes to 2 hours. All right, and we have kind of a bit of a outline, as you guys love to see my very professionally done slides. But pretty much as you've seen on my emails, for the most part, all of you on here are customers of Done For You Suite. Okay, there might be some of you on here that have bought other of my products, but for the most part, you guys are on here because you purchased Done For You Suite. So what we're going to cover on this call is a few different things. And before I even jump into that, like I said in my emails, I mean, I'm pumped up and I'm really going to be giving away $1,000. That is not a joke. That is not a reason to get you on here. I'm truly excited, and I just want to, reward all of you on here that come on live. So at any moment, I'll look over and just start giving away $100 bills, and 10 of you that are on here live will be walking away with $100. Okay. But on top of that, we're going to be going into exactly how to get started with Done For You Suite right away. I'm going to be sharing with you a powerful video ranking strategy that gets big results. This is one of my favorite ways to get out there and really get some quick rankings, not only for myself, but more importantly for your clients. Okay, so if you guys are working with clients, you definitely want to pay attention to today's training. We're going to show you exactly how to leverage the agency bonus that you got with Done For You Suite to build a six-figure agency. All right, give me a 4 in the chat box if you guys are currently running an agency or you're thinking about running an agency. Perfect. Tons of 4s coming in. Rob is saying, will this be recorded? Yes, this has already been recorded. And again, that's one of the things that I definitely have to get done and up for you guys by tonight. So, if we get in and out of here within 2 hours, it should take about 30 minutes to an hour to render, and then I'll try to get it online as quickly as possible. And I'll schedule an email to let you guys know once that's up online as well. So we're going to show you exactly what businesses to target right now as well. We're going to show you exactly what services to offer right now and exactly how much you can charge. But more importantly, what really gets me excited about this training is that we're going to share with you how a unique strategy that delivers a 100% response rate, but on top of that, without you having to be that salesy person, without having to use any fancy language or NLP techniques or anything fancy, just things that get clients calling you, get clients coming to you, and when they are coming to you, for the most part, they are already ready to pay you. Okay, so does that sound like a good outline for you guys? Give me a 5 in the chat box. And it's not just me on here as well. I have 2 very good friends of mine that are going to help me share this with you guys, because they are the the masterminds behind the second part of the presentation that we have for you today. And as promised, I will be sharing, we will be sharing a ton of value. If you guys have ever been on any of my live sessions, you know that we lead with value first. So at the very least, you're going to walk away with some proven strategies that you can go out there and start using right now to get yourself some money in your pocket. Okay, we're going to have some cool giveaways, and on top of that, we're going to have cold hard cash to give you guys on this call. And usually I give away about 200 to 300 per call that I have, but today, like I said, I'm really excited to close the chapter in my life today. As a parent of one kid, I'm going into two, and I'm just, it's a mix of emotions, and I'm going to be giving away $1,000. Okay, so it's just an appreciation to you guys for jumping on here live, and for continuing to support the products that I put out. And of course, we always have some special goodies and bonuses and all of that stuff. Like you guys have come to realize, whenever you're on my call live, I go above and beyond with the bonuses and all that stuff. And I do like being upfront with everyone on here. Over the course of these 90 minutes to 2 hours, we will be having an insane offer to take your business to the next level as well. So I'm going to show you guys a very cool video ranking strategy. My partners that are on here are going to show you guys exactly how to go out there and find businesses that are coming to you, okay, with a cool 100% success rate in response. And then we're going to tie it all together and show you how to blend those two together to get you some very cool results. So, be very, very excited for that. And with that, we can go ahead and get started. So give me a 2 in the chat box if all of this sounds good to you guys. Perfect. So tons of 2s coming in, and we'll go ahead and kick this off just because this is a very cool name. Dorn, just Dorn, you are the first winner of the $1,000 prize pool. So you have won yourself $100. Let me send you over where you can message me. All right, so Dorn, just Dorn, there you go. Send your PayPal email to that. So 1 down, 9 to go. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into my video ranking strategy. So make sure that you have a pen and paper right now, because I'm going to be jumping into some very, very cool stuff. So like I covered in the first Done For You Suite training session, there's pretty much 3 basic steps to getting page 1 rankings: proper keyword research, proper on-page optimization, and proper syndication and backlinking. So as part of your purchase with Done For You Suite, number 1 and number 2 are already covered for you inside of the members area. So if I come in here to Done For You Suite, if you go to bonuses, number 3, I believe, no, I want to say number 4 and number 6 cover those 2. So this is my keyword bootcamp training, and this is my perfect optimization blueprint. Okay, so that's covered by the bonuses that you purchased. So if you're brand new to SEO and you're kind of getting getting the hang of doing keyword research and on-page optimization, make sure that you jump into those 2 bonuses. Okay, and obviously the proper syndication and backlinking is done for you by us with Done For You Suite. However, like I said, a very cool proven video ranking strategy. Okay, it's about 5 steps, so make sure that you're paying attention right now and you take notes. Okay, and this is also the same strategy that I used to get the rankings that I shared in the case study of session number 1. All right, and I do this all the time because it just continues to deliver results and results and results. And the cool thing about this is that you can use this for your clients as well. And the good thing about when you're working with clients is that they don't really care about the background of what's going on, of what you're doing for them. They just care about results. So if you're able to onboard a client this week and you're able to deliver them even some kind of results by next week, that's pretty much all they care about. Okay, they want to see that you're actually getting them results. They don't care about the keyword research that you're doing, the optimization, the ranking. That's for you to have in your arsenal. What they want to see is the results. So with what I'm about to share with you, it allows you to do that. It allows you to deliver those results to your clients. So step number 1, what I do when I'm going to a new campaign is I create 3 separate videos optimized for 3 to 6 variations of your keywords. So an example of this would be, if you're working with a local client specifically, an example of this would be one video would be optimized for best pediatrician in the city that you're trying to rank for. And then the second video that you create would be optimized for something like best pediatrician in the zip code that you're trying to rank in. And then the last one would be best pediatrician in the town that you're looking to rank in. Now, of course, depending on where you live or what location you're targeting, these things can vary. Okay, I personally live in Miami, so Miami is a big city as a whole. We have multiple different zip codes, and then we have multiple tiny little towns as well. So It's kind of one of those things that you have to live here to know the towns and know the zip codes pretty much. Usually people that come here to visit, they think Miami is just Miami and that's it, you know. But pretty much when it comes to a city like Miami, you want to really hone down and get your location right, because if someone is looking for a pediatrician and they live in the town that I live in, they're not going to drive, you know, 2 towns over or 3 towns over to find a pediatrician in that area. They want someone within, you know, a 3 to 5 mile area of their house. So you want to keep that in mind as well when you're doing your keyword research, is that you want to really get localized so that it could be easier for the person performing the search, because they truly want to have that person that is closest to them. All right. And one thing too to note here is that it can be from different channels, because I do that as well. I have you know, multiple different channels that I target for different keywords. So not all of my videos are on the same channel. I do that for multiple different reasons, and also just because, you know, I've had people in the past flag my videos and take channels down. So I always have multiple different channels that I rotate from. And it can also be different types of videos. So I'll make one video a YouTube live event. I'll do one where I upload normally, and then the third one will probably be either another live event or one that I upload normally. So that is step number 1. Create 3 separate videos optimized for 3 to 6 variations of your keyword. All right. Step 2 is to interlink those videos together inside of your description area. So video 1 will link to video 2, and then video 2 will link to video 3, and then video 3 links back to video 1. So it's kind of like a little link wheel that you're building with these channels. Okay, so that is step number 2. Very simple. As you are getting these up, just make sure they're interlinked within each other. And the reason you're doing that is because you are passing that link juice across those different videos. And if one of your channels has a little bit more authority than the other one, then that's going to trickle down to the videos. And then from that video is going to trickle down to the other ones that you are linking to, even if they're on another channel. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3 is to create and optimize a public playlist for that same campaign. All right. So this is very simple. You go inside your YouTube channel, you create the playlist, and then when you create that playlist, you want to make sure you optimize it as well, because with a playlist, you can, number 1, it could be public or private. Obviously, you want to make sure it's public. Number 2 is that you optimize the title of that playlist, and usually I'll do it for, you know, for the main keyword, the bigger keyword that gets the most searches for my campaign. That's what I optimize it for. And then step number 4 is to add all of those videos that I just created to that playlist. Okay, so now at this point you have 3 videos. They're all interlinked within one another, and then you create a playlist. And what I usually like to do is I'll create the playlist from the channel that has the most authority. So the one that's been around the longest, that has the most videos, that has the most views, that's the one where I create the playlist from, because it has the most authority. And then you add all of those videos to that playlist. All right. And again, you're just pretty much recycling YouTube's authority now from the playlist to all the videos. Okay. And from that point, step number 5 is to submit all of those links to Done For You Suite. Okay, so you're going to submit the individual video links, you're going to submit the playlist URL as well, and you're going to set it to about 100 to 200 links per link at the minimum drip setting. So the minimum drip setting is 3 days. Okay, because for the good thing about using YouTube is that you don't really need to drip feed. Okay, we have a minimum drip feed built in as just to allow our system to process all of these links that we're doing for you. Okay, so you put it at the minimum setting, and then you're good to go. All right, so that is pretty much the 5 steps that you do. I do have some bonus tips for you here as well, but that is what I do when I'm putting together a new campaign that continues to deliver results. I'm leveraging not only multiple videos, but I'm interlinking those videos. I'm leveraging a playlist, and then just interlinking all of that stuff together. And then you bring in the knockout punch where you submit all of that to Done For You Suite. Okay, now some bonus tips. Number 1 is to submit your channel URL to Done For You Suite as well to boost its authority. remember, there is no limitation when you're in here submitting campaigns and you're creating a campaign. There's no limitations on what URLs you can submit to Done For You Suite. So you can submit YouTube videos, niche sites, channel URLs, playlist URLs. Okay, so everything that I'm covering here, you can submit to Done For You Suite. All right. So make sure you submit your channel URL, and you can pretty much, just do about again another 100 to 300 links, because like I said, once your channel starts building authority, and usually that happens organically over time as well as you grow your channel and get more views and get more engagement, the authority of your channel just tends to grow organically. But when you start building links to it as well, that kind of just ramps things up, and then over time that authority works in your favor because you start ranking with a lot less backlinks, because you're just ranking on pure authority. That's one of the reasons why anyone, whenever you see a major channel upload a video, there's a good chance that boom, that video is just going to rank right away, because that channel is established, it has authority, and over time it just needs less promotion for videos to rank. Okay, bonus number 2. All right, and write this one down because this one is very, very cool. If you use a custom thumbnail image in your videos, which you definitely should be doing, and I do have to admit, I get very lazy when it comes to doing this, and I always, slap myself in the face for doing so. But if you are using a custom thumbnail image, make sure that you name it one of your target keywords before you add it to your video. All right, so inside of YouTube, when you're adding your custom thumbnail, you before you upload it, change the name of it. Instead of, if you take it with a professional camera or you create it, usually it has like a weird name to it, and then it's .png or .jpeg. Just change it to your target keyword .png or page or JPEG, whatever format it's in, and then you add it to your video. Okay, and then that's just staying congruent with all of your optimization. All right, and then bonus tip number 3. This one is very cool as well, so make sure that you write this one down. And yes, we will be having a recording. I know I'm kind of going fast, but we will be having a recording. And if you guys stick around for the end, I was planning to have a bonus where I'll probably make an actual case study video of me going through all these steps. Okay, so don't worry, I got you covered. I know I'm going fast, but I got you guys covered. Bonus tip number 3, if you add a music track to your video prior to uploading, make sure that you name it one of your target keywords before adding it to your video. All right, so if you're using iMovie or Camtasia or whatever it is that you use to edit your videos, whenever you're adding a music track to it, and even inside of YouTube, if you're using the YouTube Studio and you add a music track, make sure that you name it your target keyword before you add it to your video. And again, that's just staying congruent with all of your optimization. Okay, so give me a 4 in the chat box if you love all of this information so far. D-Roy saying going fast like money. I love speed. Perfect. So tons of 4s coming in. Awesome. So that is pretty much, I told you within the first 10 to 15 minutes, I was just going to come rapid fire at you guys and give you a ton of value. So that is what I do to go out there and really get video rankings quickly. And obviously not only for myself, but for you guys that are working with local clients and you want to deliver good results, that is how you do it. Okay, and now this is what really I've been extra excited for. It's time to turn this strategy that I just shared with you, along with your Done For You Suite agency rights, into a 6-figure agency with a unique client attraction strategy that has a 100% response rate. So exactly what I just showed you is going to work perfectly with the strategy that you're about to learn right now, because the strategy that we're going to cover right now is going to bring clients to you that want those results, and then you're already equipped not only with Done For You Suite to do that proper syndication to get the results, but now you have a strategy that is going to that's going to allow you to give those clients quick results along with the longer term results. If you're getting them into a recurring package for niche site ranking as well. So give me a 3 in the chat box if you guys are ready to get this started. Perfect. Warren is saying 100%. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Awesome. John is saying 100% response rate. Wow. Yes, 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 yes. And when you see how it works, you're really going to have your mind blown. So to share this strategy with you guys is two of my really good friends, Tom and Nick from the Offline Sharks brand. Many of you guys may know them. Give me a 5 in the chat box if you guys know of the Offline Sharks. Perfect. Awesome. Tons of you on here. Perfect. So we are going to switch it over to them. And again, these guys, they're not, they're different. All right. That's one thing they're different from anything you've ever seen before. They're not only out there actually, they not only do they have their own agency where, they're servicing multiple clients, they're producing multiple six figures in their own agencies, but they have a very, very unique skill where they're able to teach that information to other people so that other people can replicate their results as well. And they have, if you guys have ever seen them on Facebook, they have one of the best Facebook groups on the planet, and I can say that with 100% confidence. Not only is there students in there constantly getting results, they're constantly helping each other out, and they're constantly just motivating and keeping each other, not only accountable, but I mean, it's just an overall amazing group. And honestly, I think right now they are the number one, power duo that is out there really getting people results. Okay, so I couldn't think of any other group of partnership that can be on here to share this information with you. So Nick, whenever you are ready to go, let's get on here and show these guys how to really ramp up their agencies.
Sounds like a plan. How's everybody doing? Thanks a lot, Josh, for that intro. I'm here with Tom Gaddis as well. Tom, you here?
Yeah, aloha everybody. Yeah, man, that was a great intro. I was like, God, I want to meet those guys.
I'm going to snag the screen here from you, Josh.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, well, excited to be here, you guys. I'm gonna jump right into it. Can everybody hear me all right? Give me a one. Give me a aloha, because a lot of you know us, and Tom and I were both from Hawaii, so we start out all of our trainings with a big aloha. However, I'm not in Hawaii right now. I'm actually in New York City, but nonetheless, it's a great way to get started. Awesome. Okay, and everybody can see my screen too. Love that. So we're gonna jump right in. We are going to jump right in. Let me minimize these questions and get started. So, by the way, Josh had a great intro into what he's doing with Done For You Suite, search engine optimization, all around building authority, getting rankings for businesses. And today we're going to show you how to couple that, right? Because now that you have these powers and know how to do this, what you want to do is turn it into money. And for us, for Tom and myself, we do that by helping businesses. So we're going to show you today how to build a six-figure agency with 100% response rate. So it's what we've been doing over the last 2 years, and we've been having a lot of success with it. So if you guys are ready to get started with that, let me know in the chat box and we'll get going.
Yeah, Nick, awesome. One thing I'd say too is not just us having success with it, but like a lot of the people in our Offline Sharks group too are just crushing it with this. So
that's right. A lot of people
transferable.
Absolutely. And probably a lot of you even on this call are crushing with some of our strategies. So, it's always nice to know that when we're around our people too. So I hope everybody's excited because we got some amazing things to reveal with you today. So that reminds me, I want to ask you a quick question here. What brought you here on this training with us today? Put that in the chat for me, please. What is your motivation for wanting to start or grow your own business? Maybe you could give me some feedback and I can read some of the comments here, because maybe you're like me. I just, I didn't like my old job. I didn't like waking up to an alarm clock and helping my boss build an empire that I had no claim to, right? Or maybe you just don't like your boss. I mean, I didn't like my boss either. But I think for the key for myself and so many others was really financial independence. I needed some financial independence to get out of that situation, right? So we're going to show you how to break out and take control. And we firmly believe that anybody who is willing to put in a minimum amount of effort and follow along with what we're doing can do this. Like I said, a lot of people in our community are already having success with this as well, and we're going to share that stuff with you today. I saw a comment here. There's so many people on this webinar that I am trying to grab this comment before it. Man, I saw a really good one here. Somebody in the here it is. Simon just left the armed forces, wants to start his own business, otherwise got to get another job. Simon, could you please stick your PayPal email in the comments? I want to give you a little, just a little cash right off the top, because man, thank you for your service, obviously, but I love the focus. You're trying to make things happen, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about here today, making things happen. So let me move on to my next slide here. This is a recent win that you guys can see here that we got just the other day. It's a payment that came in for a $500 per month retainer, and that's for our services. That's from a solar company. Now we do search engine optimization for them. This is the 540 there is a retargeting invoice, right? We're doing some retargeting for them. We also get a $3,000 per month invoice from them for search engine optimization and a number of things. But the reason that I bring this up is because the information and the strategy of what we and our students that we're doing here and that I'm going to share with you on this presentation today, it's not theory. We are actually doing this stuff. And if you guys pay attention to the information we share with you today, you're going to be able to take this stuff afterward and apply it with everything that you're doing with Done For You Suite and all the other strategies you have going on. You do not need to be doing SEO. This is going to allow you to bring in clients regardless of whatever you are doing. And if you are doing SEO, then great, because that's what we're really heavy in. So you're gonna love what we have for you today. So I feel like a lot of the stuff, you guys, that you see online is just made up to sound good. But what we're doing here, and I want to stress this, what we're doing, we're not pretending, right? We're actually doing stuff. So pay close attention to those who have the results to back up what they're talking about. Are we all on the same page? Yes? Put a 3 in the chat if we're all on the same page right now. Just making sure. Okay, cool. Because I want to be really transparent with you about some of the results that we're seeing, because I think you'll be surprised to find that last year, in arguably the worst year ever, right? We were able to double our agency revenue, and the way we did that is through what we're going to talk about today. So you can see that we went from 187,000 to 334,000. That's just in our Square account. We have other revenue that's come in through, checks and things like that. Yes, people and businesses still use checks, but I wanted to take this screenshot from Square just because it was a nice amount that I could show you in what we did. And I want to remind you, that's all working with local businesses. This is just agency freelancer type revenue. If you're not an agency owner right now and you're on this call, don't worry. I'm going to show you that an agency isn't as big and crazy and scary of a topic as you think. And I do have a special gift for you all. We wanted to go all out, and that means that this special gift is something we are going to give you at the end of this call. It's our step-by-step blueprint on how we handle all of our brand new customers, because you can do this the wrong way. You can do this really wrong, trust me, and you can set yourself up for some crazy expectations with your clients, and by the time you get off this webinar, you're going to be connecting a lot of dots on how you're going to get new clients, and I want to be able to set you up for success. So we're going to give you this standard operating procedure so that you can set your clients' expectations, and if you do it right, you can be like us and have clients on monthly retainers. And really, a lot of them, we only hear from them every couple of months, sometimes over 6 months. Sometimes we don't even talk to them for a whole year, and we're just sending them emails with their reports of updates on what we're doing. So it truly is an amazing way to be able to run a business, and setting up your expectations with a welcome call is a way that we have found over time to do it and set yourself up properly. So sound good, everybody? At the end of the call, our team that is on this call with us is going to share the details of that with you. Okay. Awesome. Now, having shared that, I do have some quick housekeeping that I want to get out of the way real quick, because we've got a lot of fun stuff lined up and I want to get right into that. So I want to be straight with you. What I am sharing with you is not a solution that's going to make you rich overnight without putting in any work. We do not believe in that. We do not believe in gimmicks or get rich quick schemes or things like that. We believe in hard work, and learning is the key to success. And if you're a member of our community now, you see that in our community. You see people working hard and having success as a result of that. So when I show you my earnings or our students' results, please do not get the wrong idea. I'm not insinuating that you're going to go out there and get the same results instantly. That's not, I would never promise you something like that. And if somebody that you know is promising you something like that, you should run far away. Nobody can promise you any results, including myself. But what I can do is I can share with you what's worked for me and some of my most successful students. But in order to do that, there is one thing that we need from you during this presentation, and that is if you have any distractions, you are on social media, you're in your room and the door is open, go close the door, close out of that stuff, get a pen and a paper. I saw a lot of people already said they're ready to take some notes, and that's awesome. And after this webinar, everybody, just be willing to think about the things that we've talked about here today and start taking action. So do we have a deal? I want to see we have a deal. A lot of, Mark says full attention. Jeff says attention, please. Awesome. Lots of deals. Chuck, Jeff, Twack, Mark, Tracy, Bud, Kurt. Awesome. So let's see. I want to share with you the big picture of what we're talking about here today, because it's all about planting seeds. And although oftentimes you aren't able to eat the fruit on the very first day that you plant seeds, you can see in the image above, those seeds, which for us, our local businesses, grow into fruit, and those are paying customers, right? You can see we have multiple invoices paid by the same client month after month after month. This is called recurring revenue or income. And I vividly remember transitioning my business from just one-off services to getting paid month after month by the same customer. And it wasn't until I had a service that I could offer. And you all have that power, all of you that have Done For You Suite. And if you don't have Done For You Suite, I'm going to show you how you can harness the recurring residual income power as well. Because let's be real, we could all use a little more recurring income, right? Let me know in the chat box if you already have some coming in, or if you would like a little more. Jim Taylor says, planted 3 seeds this week and they already started growing. That's awesome, Jim. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. And we'll talk more about that recurring revenue, because I want to give you a little more information about myself for those of you that don't know me. Because honestly, I'm just a regular guy, you guys. I'm from Maui, Hawaii. I used to work on cars for a living. You can see in that image above, that's me hopping out of a SUV there. That's my old 9-to-5 job, right? And I want to make clear one thing that might be a little strange for some to hear, but it's that I do not have a college background. And the only reason that I'm telling you this is most people think that you need to be some technical wizard to make money or have an extensive education to make money online, which, I mean, it's just not true. But I thought that, right? Which, by the way, does anybody with us today think that? Do you think that you need to be extremely technical to be successful online? Dorn says nope. What's up, Dorn? Miss Darla, School of Hard Knocks can be a better way. Miss Darla, I certainly agree with that. Lots of no's, some yeses, kind of a mixed bag here, because, I mean, it's true, you guys. I am not a technical wizard with a fancy education, and you know, if you've been on any of my presentations before, you'll know that I'm not a masterful presenter, right? I'm not some sales guru that has this crazy thing, some magic system, right? That's not what it is. I'll probably mess up on this webinar a bunch of times, but what I do have that I think is so important and I'm passionate about is that I do have a bunch of local businesses who pay me each month to solve problems for them. And one could argue that, you know, my current income level from working with just these businesses can match some of the highest paid doctors around. And again, I stress this because I was able to do this just by harnessing some unique strategies which give me an unbelievable edge on today's market. So that's helped me to get some incredible results. And I promise that I'm going to share some of those with you today, especially from our students as well. Some of the results for myself just in the last year, from was starting my own local agency on the island of Maui. It's called Nick Ponte Marketing, right? I didn't spend too much time coming up with a name, but the reason is because I didn't really think it would work, right? Like one day I was like, I wonder if I can make this happen. So I just picked Nick Ponte Marketing and I went with it. But I started by helping a bike company, and I helped them build a website, and that's how I got started. And if you search for us in Google, like you search for Maui SEO or Hawaii SEO or Maui website design, those types of marketing terms, which I highly encourage you all that have the done for you suite tools to start ranking for yourself for, you'll find us in the #1 spot. And that allowed us just last year to grow Nick Ponte Marketing to just over $400,000 in business last year. And again, arguably one of the most difficult years, one could say, to do something like that, right? It's a huge milestone for me. Again, 100% working with local businesses. I'm talking restaurants, activity companies, car rental companies, things like that. And just last year, Pacific Business News gave me a nomination for the 2020 Business Leader of the Year award, which is for a small company, right? Having less than 50 employees, which, I mean, I started this thing out by myself in my house. So, I mean, we don't have a big business, but again, never thought any of this would be possible. And by the way, I have said agency a bunch of times here on this call. Who here is an agency owner? Put a 1 in the chat if you're an agency owner. I like to know when I'm around my people, and you don't have to be an agency owner. I just want to know, because that word agency, like I said, it can kind of turn some people off, scares people. I see a lot of ones, a lot of new agencies. William says I'm trying to be. So if you don't have an agency, William, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to get things set up almost instantly. And what I mean by that is I want you to think to yourself about what that term digital marketing agency really means, because I thought it was aggressive when I was first starting out, but honestly, what it really meant was having a computer and an internet connection. That's what it meant to have an agency in today's modern day and age, right? So after starting my business a few months in, I met and teamed up with my buddy Tom Gaddis, who's on the call with us right now. And Tom was a former restaurant manager, also just a regular guy like me, and as you can imagine, also not very technical, but we shared a lot of the same values, right? We work really hard, we take good care of our customers, and that's really what's important to us. And Tom has his own agency. It's called Hands Off Media. He does the same. He works with local businesses, and rather than see each other as competition, we started to work together on client projects, and we started to take action and got a lot of clients. We got a lot of clients working together. We were a good combination, but we noticed something out there while we were trying to learn more and grow our businesses. Tom, maybe you could share a little bit about that real quick if you're around. Actually, Tom just sent me a message that his mic isn't working, so I'm going to share with you what we saw while we were out there. The thing that we saw.
Before you jump into that, Salvatore, you got yourself $100.
What? Salvatore, good job, man. Josh, it pays to be on your webinars. No wonder so many people are here, man. I mean, obviously you got tons of value that you dropped at the beginning and during the calls, but damn, $1,000.
8 more winners to go too.
8 more winners to go. All right, you guys. Big shout out to Josh in the comments if you appreciate him. Warren Green says it literally pays. So back to what I was saying, you guys. Tom and I teamed up, joined forces. We were out there taking action, and we noticed something though. We noticed that a lot of the information online about making money and getting clients, it wasn't necessarily all true. There were a lot of people out there creating products and courses, but they don't actually have the businesses that they pretend to, right? So it was frustrating because we'd buy a product, we'd land on a good idea, and we just get halfway down this strategy or halfway down the road with this strategy, and we hit a dead end. It didn't work, and it sucked, right? It's because a lot of those products were meant to just be sold online. Has anybody seen any of that going on? Put a 2 in the chat box if you've been hurt by that one before, because it sucks. Scott too, Delroy, yeah. I mean, a lot of us, we all have, right? So that is where we decided to draw our line in the sand and make a change. We decided to start a little company called Offline Sharks, which has quickly become the top resource for those who are trying to build a business in today's digital age. And we were recently featured in Forbes and Inc. magazine and several other publications for our client getting strategies because they work. And what we're doing works so well that we've literally helped thousands start and grow digital agencies, and a number of them verify to hit 6-figure incomes and beyond. And in fact, I saw one of them here with us today. Dorn, gentleman that won the first $100, is one of our 6-figure Megalodon sharks on this call with us today. So keep in mind, everybody, yes, we help share our strategies, but getting clients is really our bread and butter, because if we don't actively go out there and get clients and make things happen, we don't have anything to talk about. And that's the driving force behind Offline Sharks. And that's actually where I want to strategize with you all today, because where we are at in our current market is an interesting time. The time we're living in right now at this very moment, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity for all of us. And we and the members of our community have been tapping into this opportunity as our secret weapon to land more clients and grow our businesses. Now, the economy is on the cusp of a major boom. There is so much pent up demand of everyone going through the stress of recent times that we're going to be making some major gains up ahead here. And so I need to know right now from all of you in the comments if you are ready to ride this wave of this rebound in the economy, because I do want to point out a few indicators to you that I feel are very important. And I see that Samuel, Tracy, Kurt, Scott, a lot of people are ready. Jay says surfs up. One of those things that I want to point out to you is like how many economists are talking about how we've entered a period of supercharged growth. And instead of fizzling out, things are looking like they're going to be stronger than before COVID and into 2023 and beyond. They've revised those forecasts higher after obviously a bunch of stimulus money has been injected into the economy, 1.9 trillion, and on top of that, another 900 billion or last year. But look, you guys, the point I'm trying to make, whether you love the idea of the approved budget or not, it's already happened. So put that aside for a second and think to yourself about how much money is being injected into the economy and going to be spent. There's going to be a lot of business going on, right? Yes. So who's ready to jump in and grow with this period of supercharged growth? Lots of feedback. So stick with me here. I'm gonna show you how, because I've never seen anything like this before. Some of you know that we're working with Google to help businesses with their advertising. And on my way to their office just the other day, I'm in New York City. I took this picture. It was raining. I got my small business rescue squad hoodie on, right? But everybody, straight up, the amount of people who are in the city back at it, going full steam ahead, you can see it in the streets and the businesses. That is a metric that does not lie. It is insane. Now, in Hawaii, I didn't really know, right? We're a little sheltered there. We're an island in the middle of the Pacific, but out in the world, I'm out there, you guys. I'm looking around and it is insane. Now, sure, occasionally you walk by a storefront that had to shut down because of COVID, which is horrible. I hate that. But the ones that are still here, they are coming back ferociously. And guess what? For every business that did shut down, there are probably 3 to 5 people out there who have had a great business idea that have just been waiting on the sidelines to take action on their dreams, but they couldn't find an edge or an angle in the market, or the rent was too expensive, or there were too many competitors. But right now is their time, because we all know COVID came and went, or it's on its way out. But the way we do business, everybody, that has changed forever. So let me give you an example. Do you guys all remember this thing? Who knows what this thing is? Let me know in the comments if you know what this thing is. Let's see, Twack Romero got it. Twack, please put your PayPal email in the comments. I'm gonna give you some PayPal money on our end too. That's from the Bank of Offline Sharks, not the Zamora Bank. But that's right, it's the Yellow Pages. And of course, a lot of you got it, right? But do you guys know what else this is? It's a total waste of resources. In fact, I saw somebody on social media the other day that said, does anybody know why they just throw this trash in my driveway? And there was a picture of a Yellow Pages in a bag. And I mean, I agree, right? I agree. It's a total waste of resources. And when Tom got this thing in the mail, that's Tom, rocking the Small Business Rescue Squad shirt as well. When he got it in the mail the other day, he took a picture of it, and we were making jokes about how crazy it is that this thing is still around. But at the same time, it's kind of horrible, right? There are people just throwing money out of the window, expecting results. You guys see the ads being sold in this thing on the image on the right? You guys see those? There are thousands of businesses. I mean, just in our area, right? There are thousands in your area, everyone's area, paying for premium listings in this phone book. Now, do you guys know what an everyday person does when they need a phone number? Do any of you ever reach for a phone book? Like, when is the last time you have ever reached for a phone book? Never, right? I mean, I can't remember. We use Google, we use our phone, we go online, we do something digital. And my point here is that all these businesses who are sleeping on getting online and going digital, like building a website or having a website and getting a social media account or running ads or doing SEO and doing all the stuff that we do, if they didn't believe that they needed to be online before COVID, they absolutely now know without a shadow of doubt that they need to be online, because that's crystal clear. The vast majority of the businesses that made it through everything, they had other ways to interact with their customers other than in person, right? Everybody agree? Can I get a yes? Lots of yeses. Now, Tom and I, we are in the business of helping these businesses. But the problem that we faced, as well as so many others, is that it's difficult to get people's attention and earn their trust so that they could become our customer. Put a me in the chat box if you've experienced that, if you have a difficult time getting customers, earning trust, and maybe think that this might even have to do with, I mean, for me, it was I had very little confidence in my ability to deliver. Like, I was scared to build websites. I didn't know if I could really go through with it or do it at the quality or the level that the expectation was, or I didn't know that I could rank a site. Yeah, lots of me's. Mark, John, Kevin. I mean, I wish I could just get these names out, you guys. But I see you all making comments, and I really, really appreciate it. It fires me up. So keep them coming in. Keep them coming in.
Sapphira Vittler, winner number 3.
Winner number 3. That's awesome. So I know that feeling, having little confidence in your abilities to deliver. I know that feeling. It made it very difficult for me to get paid. And I see a lot of you can agree and relate as well. We were there too. And because of this, we decided to rewrite history for ourselves. We got to work and we reverse engineered all of our issues. And here's what we found. We found that the very first step, everybody, of getting paid, getting a customer, getting a client, was having a proper way to get our foot in the door with these businesses. We already know they're out there and spending money on advertising, right? Give you one great example of tons of businesses in your area doing it. And they know now more than ever before that they need us, but we just didn't have a good way to get our foot in the door. But here's the secret sauce. We had to be different. We needed something that, number one, is easy for us to talk about with these prospects, something we can feel good about getting behind and having that confidence when we're talking about it, right? And for us, that's something good that we can do for the community that we live in, a community resource. That's really easy for us to talk about. And number two, this community resource needs to set us up and position us as an expert to build trust and authority with these prospects, mostly because we had none, right? And number three, everybody, this resource needed to allow us to get our first yes from almost every single business owner that we share it with. It has to work. It can't be like that other stuff you see online. Everybody with me so far? And yes, Jason, I am going to show you our community resource. Lots of yeses. Okay, good. So listen, we are about to dive in, but first, let me be clear with you with what I'm about to show you. This method does not require you to have any prior experience working with local businesses. And this isn't some method that you've seen before. What we're doing is totally different and more effective than any other local client getting system. This is extremely important. This is something that businesses need now more than ever before, and you'll be able to do this business whether the economy is good or not so good. So let me show you how we are doing this. This is our community resource. It's called Hawaii Thrive, using our influencer platform. And I want to show you how we do that now. And while I pull that up, Tom, you see any pertinent questions we need to address, or while I get that going? I'm looking at my phone. The power just went out for Tom. So I'm gonna keep jumping ahead. No worries. I'm gonna show you guys our platform here. So just give me a second. So this is our community resource. And what you guys are looking at, this is the Hawaiian Islands, right? If I zoom in, you can see that this island right here, this is the one that Tom and I live on, which is Maui. And you can see all these pins, right? All these pins are businesses. This is the Humane Society. my surfing goat dairy. That's pretty funny place. You can actually go there and do yoga with goats. I see it on social media all the time. But you can see that all of these pins are businesses. So it's very much like Google. Each one of these pins reflects what we call a listing. And you can see if I scroll down the page, there's different listings, right? And these listings give you more information about each of the businesses. Now, we have two different types of listings. We have free listings and premium listings. So this is a free listing. I'm gonna click on it for you. And you can see it's obviously lower on the page. It's not in like the prime real estate, like the featured listing, right? The pictures are smaller and whatnot. So if I click on the salon here, there's just some basic info, right? We have an image, we got a phone number, website, that type of thing. The premium listings, if I jump back here for a second. So I've given my agency a premium listing because it's my agency, right? Why wouldn't I put it at the top of my community resource? And you can see there's other things that you can add here to premium listings, videos, you can add your social media, logos. You can also add buttons to coupons, or if this is a restaurant, we could put their menu, or we could put special offers. You also get a business description, slideshow, things like that. You get a lot more functionality. Now, these premium listings, they have a price of $247 per year on them because they get more unlocked functionality. So having like say a restaurant is on our site, for example, and having the ability to put their bite squad and delivery services, that's super valuable to them, right? And this is the pricing page where they can see what they get in a premium versus free listing. Now, normally, everybody, let me jump back to the homepage here. Normally, to create something of this magnitude and add this many businesses on a community resource like this, how long do you guys think it would take? I mean, we have, if I zoomed in on here, you guys wouldn't believe how many businesses we have on here. We have thousands of businesses. It would take you months. Samuel says 3 months. I think it would take you longer, honestly. But fortunately for us, we can get this set up almost instantly. So do you guys want to see how we do that? So if I want to add all these businesses to my site and get started right away, all I have to do is log into the website, head over to the lead importer section. And let's say that I wanted to add some roofing businesses. I would just type in roofer in this keyword section, right? And then I would type in my location. So I'm in Maui, and you can see this auto suggest that pops up in the lower right-hand corner. It's powered by Google. So all this information is coming directly from Google, and I hit search. And this is a tool that we built, you guys. You can't find this anywhere else. This is our proprietary software here. And so what just happened was Google found the tool found all of these roofing companies in Maui in Google. And we've got a lot of their information here, their name, their address, even their direct category for what type of business they are in their Google My Business. Now, if I want to add all of these businesses, all I would have to do is hit select all and then hit the import button. But I am not going to do that because this site is live right now. And I'm just going to take the Tops Roofing Company and Pacific Roofing and Repair, and I'm just going to hit import. I'm going to add those two businesses. I'm going to have to remember to delete them later. I'm going to hit import, and then it asks what category we want to add them to. If like this is the recommended because that's what they are in Google, roofing contractor. So I'm just going to hit import. I'm going to go with what Google says, right? But if you wanted to add a different one, you totally could. And what the tool is doing right now, or just did, it's already done. If I go back to the front of my website, you will find that the Tops Roofing business and also the Pacific Roofing business have listings on the front page of my site. They have their phone number, they have their address, they even have an image directly from their Google My Business page. So what do you guys think about that? Pretty amazing stuff, right? Bud says, wow, that is incredible. Mark says, super fast. Right, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. You guys, there's a lot more to, a lot more. What I've just shown you is just the tip of the iceberg. There are multiple ways to monetize this thing. You can have advertising spaces that you sell on the right-hand side here as well. Like these companies, Pizza Madness, Clear Choice, they're paying us for that ad space. But I'm not going to go too far into that. The point of this training today is to focus on connecting you, having an easy way to connect with business owners in your area who can pay you for your services. So I am going to jump back to my slides here. Let me see, I'll hit full screen. So for my friends out there who do not speak technology as their first language, you guys saw how fast and easy that was to get all those businesses and prospects in there, right? Our student, Tim Gregory, in the image above, said that he has tried many times to set up his own website and has always ended up frustrated with how complicated it is until he came across ours. And the training is so thorough and simple, anybody can do it. And he says, thanks. So for those of you that are watching and have any questions, we had to make this thing Tom proof because Tom isn't very good at working on websites. Neither am I. He's the anti-website man though, and we had to create a system that a guy like Tom could easily work on to build his own site, which Tom did, and it's awesome. So I know some of you are already wondering if you can have influencer sites around specific topics like professional businesses, medical industry, CPAs, restaurants, business groups, things in your area, right? Or even just general community sites. And the answer, of course, is yes. You would be amazed at how creative people get around the topics of what we're doing here. So let's recap real quick. The way that people do business is very different right now. We know that there is a huge pool of businesses out there that know they need to get online and are being left behind. And they are already behind the times, right? We've created our community resource website, which allows us to get the word out about businesses and their services, and any special deals or offers or changes to their service, we add that information to their listing, of course. But again, this is all in one central resource online on our community resource website for the people in our area. But also, everybody, in the process of this whole thing, we have managed to build the ultimate foot in the door and establish a relationship with hundreds, thousands of business owners that need our help. And because of this, I have a quick note that I want to share with you about. Anytime we have a huge economic shift like we're having right now with respects to the current market we're in, right? The people who are going to survive or make money right now are the ones that have a way to get set up quickly and get in front of everything. You have to be able to get going really fast to get in front of this. Now, normally, to set a resource like this up and do what we're doing, if you're on your own, it would take you months. But at the end of this call, everybody, I'm going to show you how you can get all this set up for free by our team in the next 24 hours. Who is interested in that? I'd like to get a show of hands in the chat. Please put a 5 in the chat if that is you. Lots of 5s. Bill, Russ, Alexander, Renee, David, love it. Stick with us. So let me explain how that happens, because we're able to get set up so quickly, we immediately start reaching out to these businesses, letting them know that we've given them a free listing or advertising space on our site. And keep in mind, of course, our end goal with this is to have an easy way to get a mountain of clients very fast, and we are. So this is where things get really exciting. So stick with me, because all we had to do was start letting people know that our site even exists. That way they would start using it, but also let us know which other businesses need our services as well. So here's an easy way, a free and easy way to generate buzz for your resource. This is a screen capture I took of a post that Tom's wife Miranda made in a Facebook group called the Maui Moms. And there are many community groups out there in your area. You're probably in some already. You can spend 5 minutes finding several. And we have a simple copy and paste post that we share in these groups. But this post gets people to spread our message like wildfire, because it's a community resource. People want to let other people know about resourceful sites in their area. So you can see Tom's wife Miranda posted, here's a local website that my husband and his business partner created to help out listing all the restaurants that are open in our area. Still in the process of adding more. So if you know one or are one, click the button to add, enjoy, and it's free. And you can see on the right-hand side, that's the amount of comments and posts we got like within the first 24 hours. A ton of people. So think about it. If you have a site promoting a list of businesses with deals and coupons and their important information that are open and operating right now, regardless of what's going on, you can use this to get an open line of communication with business owners who will pay you money. Plus, if it's for your specific area, you can feel confident about this. You can talk about this. And when people see this, they are proud to share it. So, I mean, we can all agree, who doesn't love telling their close friends about a good deal or a way to save money? I love doing that. Whenever I see a great offer, I tell somebody else about it. It's one of the first things I do, right? So when you can put this in front of people, an amazing thing happens. And just a reminder, we are actually driving crazy amounts of traffic to our site with this strategy, just posting these Facebook groups for free. So who here knows how to make a post on Facebook like this? And maybe you don't normally post on social media, but if you had something like this that you were starting, it would be easier for you to get behind and talk about. If you had a community resource in your area, it's so easy. I see lots of I do's. Bud says easy enough to do. Gregory says good advice. Brian says I can do that easily. So from that one post, everybody, we start to get people wanting to add listings to our site because they can go to our site and claim listings. We can give them listings and let them know they have a listing on our site, or they can submit listings. There's a lot of ways you can do it. But what you're looking at on your screen is people using the site, right? People waiting for approval, submitting their business to our site. When you go to a Facebook group in your area and you post about a site like this, a community resource like this, people want to share it and they want to be a part of it, especially business owners that need help right now. Now, keep in mind, these are legit businesses. So by now, you're probably starting to see how we have this ultimate foot in the door and probably the easiest way to start conversations with potential customers, but it gets even better. It gets even better because all of a sudden people start using the site and reaching out and letting us know more information about their businesses because they start to see us as an authority and trust us like we've talked about. So here's a question for everybody here. Who would like to have more open lines of communication with people to purchase your products and services? Put a 1 in the chat if you would like more. Chuck Young asked the question, who turns down free advertising? Right, we all would. Lots of 1s coming in because that is exactly what happens when you get behind a good cause. So if you look at the image on your screen, you can see it says hi L, and L is my assistant. I had to bring on an assistant because we got so busy, you guys. It says hi L, thank you for your call in this email. I appreciate all that you are doing for local businesses. As mentioned in our conversation, we have several locations. Just by letting this business know they have a listing on our site. You see how that flips the script, and when you support local businesses in your community, people see you as credible. They give you more information about their business, and now this person, we know them. We have a relationship. We're starting to build this relationship. And we didn't have to go visit them in person. We sent them an email. You can make a phone call. You can do, there are lots of ways to reach out. But I mean, how awesome is that if you harness the power of an influencer site? So here's another one. We found that social media posting was easy enough, right? Posting those Facebook groups, but we wanted to see what would happen if we just started to send some emails to the businesses that we added to our site. So you guys remember how we just added all those businesses to our site? Well, we started to send them some emails. So when we sent this email, and I want you guys, I mean, you can screenshot this email. I have others like it, but it says, hi, I'm in the process of creating a local community website to help promote local businesses right here in Kihei. Your business came highly recommended, so I'm giving you a free listing, no strings. This listing will help increase your exposure within the community, as well as help boost your organic SEO ranking. Want to make sure I have the accurate information, so can you verify I have your business information correct? And then we give them their business information. And here's a little pro tip for you. If you have the incorrect business information, you're like guaranteed going to get a response, because a business owner does not want you to have inaccurate information, especially right now, about their business. They're trying to get as many people there as possible. And of course, since they already had a listing on our site, they went there and they saw that it was credible. It's already live. It's in our area. We just want to verify that information. So that's exactly what we did. So who thinks that they can send this type of email and feel pretty good about it? Warren says yes. Warren says, I love that pro tip. They will yes, Warren, use that at your own discretion, sir. Now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to share more results with you in a minute, but our results have gone through the roof with this stuff. And I know as marketers, some of us immediately think, well, Nick, don't people ask you how many visitors does your site get or how much traffic does your website get before they verify the correct information? Is anybody here thinking that? I would think that as a marketer, but let me ask you guys
Yes,
this.
so someone did ask that question.
Really?
Yeah, someone asked, "Oh, does anyone ask something about traffic before getting their?" Here goes.
And
Would
it's
you? They said, "Would you need to show the site has good traffic going to it before advertising it?"
right. And I know, again, we're marketers, so we think that way, right? So by the way, you guys, this right here, see this huge traffic spike? That is where we started sharing about our site in these Facebook groups for free. So boom, traffic, right? But let me ask this question. I'm going to do another giveaway. So this is for $20. First person gets this right, okay? From all the thousands of businesses that we've reached out to, and we send an email and say, hey, we want to verify your information. It's live on our site. We show them the information. We give them the email. How many do you think asked us how much traffic our website gets before giving us their contact information? Okay, I'm going to need some help with that, Cameron. If you can find.
How do you want to? The first two people that posted before you finish the question. So I don't know how you want to handle that.
All right. How about this? We'll just take somebody in the middle.
Wes Aman.
All right, Wes Amon, stick your PayPal email in the chat, and we'll send you some cash. Now, let me jump back to this, you guys. I know the reason. I know as marketers, we think that that's an objection. That's the first thing. But as a business owner, they never ask that because they just don't want us to have the inaccurate information live on their site. And boom, we have our foot in the door. We have a conversation going. So when you ask to verify their information on a website that is live, they just want to make sure that you don't have the incorrect information. But even more than that, we're driving traffic, so you can show them the traffic, sure. But number one, you guys, our goal of the site isn't to generate lots of traffic. I don't care if my site gets 0 traffic. All I really want is a way to have an easy conversation with the business owner. That's really what we're trying to do here. So we do this by leveraging credibility and authority by instantly having this resource set up. It looks very credible. Lots of businesses are on it. When somebody lands on that site, they immediately assume we're working with all those people. It's a positioning thing. So we've built up a massive list of businesses in different markets, earn their trust, and we get to their main decision maker and we get their contact information. And I'm telling you, everybody, if you just pick a topic that people want to talk about and you post on social media, you get traffic. You get traffic. So let me jump back to this person right here that we sent the email over to verify their information, right? This is a carpet cleaning business. We sent them an email saying, hey, we want to verify your information. Well, here's their response. And by the way, they didn't ask if they needed to, if they want to know how much traffic we get. They didn't ask that question. But they did say, yes, it is accurate. I bought 2 Clean Maui a couple of weeks ago. Maybe you can get together, we can get together in a couple of weeks. I wanted to make sure my SEO stuff is doing what it is supposed to do. Do you guys see how this goes through any gatekeeper? We don't get those types of questions. The correct information is there. I'm also interested in doing SEO. Now, sure, this is a home run, right? This is a home run. And of course, honestly, it was only logical for us to call him up, have a very friendly discussion with him because he's a business owner. He's on our site. It's not like walking into a business and saying like, hey, I'm Nick, I can do your SEO. That's a totally different experience than what we are doing. And I can also tell you about how we sold him $1,000 per month SEO package that he's still on. But I just want to point out to you how that changes the dynamics of your prospecting. You guys see that? Changes the dynamics of your prospecting. Rob Banks says, I'm loving this webinar. I'm a mailman and deliver to businesses and my mind is going on overdrive. I love that, Rob. I love that. Stick with me here. So this guy, this carpet cleaning company, they are on $1,000 per month retainer with us. Again, if you do SEO, great, you can sell SEO. You could also forward that lead to somebody. I mean, I'm sure if you got somebody saying, hey, will you help me with your SEO? You'd probably learn how to do it for $1,000 a month, right? So the important that you guys see here is how easy it is now that you have something to talk about with these business owners. the easiest conversations ever. I've said that in this presentation, but I truly mean it. And if the social media posting and the emails weren't easy enough for you, I also want to give you a third way and make a quick mention of how we are doing this over the phone, because I know a lot of people hate using the phone. I hate using the phone. I'm actually really introverted. I don't talk to a lot of people on a daily basis because it's just not my thing. But I want you guys to stop for a second, because I can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. Imagine yourself making this phone call, okay? So you call a business on your site and you say, hey, are you still open for business? And they say, yes, we are, or no, we're not. And you say, okay, great. My name is Nick, and I'm calling from the Hawaii Thrive Initiative. We are a community resource website that puts the spotlight on awesome businesses here in the Maui area. We've given your business a free listing on our site, and we just want to verify that we have the correct information, so we're sending our viewers to the right place. What do you guys think about that? Can we do that? I hate the phone, but I could say that. I could read that script. And in fact, I actually I hired this kid to start making those phone calls for me, right? Because I started to scale this thing. But I could do it myself in the beginning. Now, people love to hear from us and give us their correct information because we're a community resource. We've literally contacted thousands of businesses and have a 71% success rate of people verifying their information. We always get a response. And the ones that actually declined are permanently closed. So this is a screenshot that I took out of my Slack channel with Devin, who is our appointment setter. And he says that he was able to verify 27 businesses this day. He also booked 6 appointments. So that's 27 warm leads, right? Put the business listings on the site, called them up, verified their contact information, and then he got 6 people that booked appointments for a strategy growth session on how to do different things, how we can help them with their online presence. Now imagine how different your business would be like if you had a machine like this. Who has ever found a way to prospect and get that kind of success? Anybody? And when we're done with the phone call, and we're done verifying the information, all we just say is, can you give us your best email address to send you the link to the listing? And we'll also keep you informed on other ways that you continue to generate buzz for your business. So we get their email. We get their email when we verify them. And of course, now we have the start of a relationship with this business owner. And honestly, between the emails, the super simple phone calls, we've been building a list. You can see a snapshot here of our leads. We get the leads, we get their email address, we add them to an email list, and we're getting warm leads and growing our business every single day. And every one of these leads who confirms their listing, they're now on this email list that we own. And for us, that was a total game changer in how we started to build and grow a real business. Because now that we have them on our email list, we have a way to speak to those customers who love us as one to many, right? We send out one message to thousands of businesses about our new SEO special that we're running. No more having to speak to each individual person through phone calls or walking into businesses or any of that stuff. We send out one email, we have this asset, and if we're doing websites or if we're doing social media, whatever it is, we can speak to that audience that way. And now that we have this relationship, these people, they know us, they know who we are. I'm Nick from Hawaii Thrive. They trust us, right? They're candidates to potentially buying because now that they know us, they trust us, they see us as credible. And more about
Kurt just says something really cool too. He said even an introvert like me can do that, so I can definitely relate to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm actually very introverted, you guys. The reason that I'm able to get on this webinar and presentation with you is because I live and breathe this stuff. This is like my passion, right? I don't have a lot of friends in real life that I can talk about this stuff to, but I can talk about it with you all. So this is like my one shot to be able to do that stuff. But normally I would never do this. I would never do this. But I want to talk more about building those relationships because you can automate this whole thing. And then I know members of Josh's community, you guys, this is already checking a lot of boxes for you. But whenever we add someone to our email list, you don't have to do this, but you can do it. And I show you how to do this if you guys want later. But we're automatically adding them to a 7-day email sequence, right? So this is each one of these are emails that you see here. And when they get on the email list, the first email it welcomes them, goes out, sends them an email and says, hello, welcome to Hawaii Thrive. And it's positioned to give us, it allows us to position ourselves to establish trust and credibility. I don't have to send these emails myself, right? And then day 2, 24 hours later, another email goes out. It's like preset, right? And people start to respond to those emails and want more information about our products and services. And it's because we're building trust, we're building credibility with them. And that brings me to our influencer effect. So when people start responding as a result of going through this process, giving away listings, adding users to a list, and continuing to deliver value, something magical happens that we call the influencer effect. And that's where people start to see us as credible and respond to our emails and reaching out, wanting more information. So you can see that this email came in, it says, hi, Nick, hope you're doing well. Since COVID hit, my business boomed. And then as I knew it, my online sales tapered off with every company out there making masks now. So this girl, Danielle, she had a mask making business. So she was making masks, like stylish masks, before COVID. And then COVID hit, and then her business skyrocketed, right? And so she says, I now have to reevaluate what I'm doing to keep my online sales up, because obviously they're not in as much demand anymore. She says, I believe I need some SEO help if you're up for discussing. She asked me, right? Because she's getting my emails. She knows what I'm up to. I'm telling her, I'm telling everybody on my email list about what I'm up to. So do you see how once you get their trust, you have more authority, they start asking you for help because you're credible? Everybody see that? Okay, good. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. And I'm sure a good portion of all of you are just sitting on some awesome services that you could talk about and sell these businesses, right? Of course, of course. So
And real quick, our very own Mark Anthony, the next winner. I think that's winner number 3. My mom loves Mark Anthony, so you won, Mark Anthony.
There you go, Mark. Congrats. So here's my response to this to Danielle, to this person. So I actually said, I'm not going to read all this, right? She thought she needed SEO. I actually talked to her. Come to find out, she didn't need SEO. What she really needed were some Google ads. So I told her about, in this email, I told her that you can do a $1,000 per month Google ad campaign, right? And she says down here, I circled the wrong email. She says, let's go with the Google ad campaign. So that was $1,000 a month. So sometimes these business owners don't know what they need, and it's your job to prescribe their best options, right? We're trying to help them. I know all of you on this webinar have more than enough great ways to help these businesses, but what most lack, and I certainly did, was the way to have an easy way to get these conversations and start these relationships. Just like it was for Jacqueline, right? Until she started doing this. This is the influencer effect working for her. She says she spent $10 on a Facebook post, reached 1,770 people, and had 117 link clicks. She's been following up with leads, has people wanting to pay her to run social media campaigns, Google My Business, and she's even a digital manager now. She goes on to say that she's pleased to get work even in this climate. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we call this the influencer effect, and it happens when we build trust and credibility and authority, and people want to reach out to us. That's what our system does for you. That's exactly what it does for you. So normally, we're giving people basic listings for free. We call to verify them with their contact information. We upgrade them to premiums, which they pay $247 per year. That, again, unlocks more functionality. But with the world on rebound, we've been temporarily just been giving away the premium listings just to get more traction and build rapport, get people on our email list. And the strategy is that we offer the services once they come in and trust us, because then you can easily sell these services and premium listings and run a full-time business, just like Shannon, who gave us some feedback recently about having sold over 55 premium listings, charging $299 to $499 per year. And he goes on to say that the website has opened up a lot of doors, and mentions how much fun he's having with it, which, I mean, I've seen Shannon's success. I mean, if you're in our community, just the other day, he got another huge deal, which is amazing. So I know that other doors have opened up for him, but he's having fun with it. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't leave my old job to do something else that I didn't like. But Let's go back to his premium listings, his 55 premium listings that he got for a second. That's somewhere between 17,000 and I don't know. That's a lot of money, right? Just getting rebuilds to him, recurring revenue each and every year. And that's just gravy because he's opened up all kinds of doors. I know that he has. He's getting all kinds of other clients. So who would like to have a base from premium listings over $10,000 just like Shannon? Just from something like premium listings. I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, right? And these listings, you guys, they just came from our site. We created them on our site. We have the ability to do that now. So I do have to ask you all, do you now see how you can harness the influencer effect in your business? Miss Darla says, duh. Jude says, amazing. Kurt says, absolutely. Are you guys happy that you came to this webinar? I see lots of killer feedback coming in. Michael Ward says, like an eagle. And I hope you all realize the advantage that you have in your market by using these cutting edge influencer techniques. Can you all see yourself using what I showed you today to help you grow in your business and your ability to see online as credible and as an authority? Right, lots of great feedback. I appreciate that. And even if you use just a tiny fraction of what I showed you, would you guys say that your time today was well spent? I see a lot of people saying great webinar, so I already know the answer to that question. Well, would any of you like to spend even more time going together even further on how to make these influencer sites show up in your business with impact? Awesome, Josh, you got your next giveaway right here.
Let's do it. I'm scrolling. McDonald Opera. Hopefully I said that correctly.
Congrats. Okay, so I want you all to imagine for a minute that you're bringing in a steady income from your new business, you're working from home, and you finally have a list of customers and have plenty of money to cover your bills, even a little extra. And of course, the best part of this is now that you have time to actually do what you want and enjoy your life. You're not stressed out about paying the bills, and you finally, this is a big one, this was huge for me, you finally silenced the doubters that said you couldn't make your own business work, and you're not just surviving, you are thriving. Because everybody, with Agency Growth Machine, AGM we call it, all of that is possible. And frankly, the software that I showed you is just the beginning when you jump on this today. But I want to talk about numbers. Let's say for a second that you don't follow the simple steps for success that I've outlined and you guys fail, you were to fail completely. Let's say you only got 25% of the results that we talked about, or only have a single premium listing per week. That would still be an extra $297 per week, or it's actually $247, sorry, that's a typo there, $247 per week, but you can set your own pricing, by the way. But that's still enough money to really start making some changes in your life, isn't it? I think we can all agree about that. I remember my first $300, I thought I was a genius. I know an extra $297 per week changed my life. But the reality is, when you follow the steps that I've showed you, you'll be in a position to make many times that. And if you really want to make things go up a notch and take this business to the next level, make it even easier, let me show you how to snag the software that automates most of this so that you can create some recurring income. Because if you've been waiting for your moment, this is it. I'd like to introduce you to Agency Growth Machine. It is the fastest way to gain instant credibility, close more deals, and build recurring income from your home, regardless of the economic market. If it's high or low, bumpy or turbulent, our students are making use of their time right now. In fact, they're actually making money. And you can see why right now, Agency Growth Machine costs $997 to the general public, because it would totally be worth it. But I've got something even bigger worked out for you, because you're here on this webinar with us. We want to give you the best chance to succeed right now. So when you join AGM today, you're not only getting the customized influencer site, the one-click upload businesses, the lead importer tool that we've created, the easy customized Tom-proof design, the free and the premium listings that you can sell, the ad spaces you can sell, the easy integration with the payment gateways and the map with all the pins for the listings. Normal price of that, $997. You're not only going to get that, you're getting more, so much more. Our step-by-step video training This is what makes it so easy for anybody to do this. This is valued at $997. We show you how to get everything set up step by step, and even give you the strategy that you need to get set up to start building your own list, start collecting payments immediately. And what we have done for so many other people is show them how to go from having 0 businesses in your pipeline to hundreds, even thousands. And we are going to include this training free for you today with AGM. That way, you can be just like Jason, who I got this message from. He said he got 3 sales today, $250, $497, and a $1,500 client, which was an ad space, a premium listing, and a 5-page website, which is amazing, right? All of that is possible with Agency Growth Machine. And when you combine the influencer site technology with our step-by-step training, you have everything you need to get customers each week, even from your laptop or your computer, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. If you were to stop there, we'd be at a total of $1,994 if you were to buy these separately, but we didn't. We didn't want to leave anything up to chance. So bonus number 1, we are going to include our done-for-you marketing materials, which, I mean, rather than teach you, you're going to get copy and paste emails, social media posts, phone scripts, appointment setter scripts, everything you need to get moving on this thing ASAP. This bundle right here, we have spent thousands and months creating. And remember, we do this every day. So when we need something, we create it. We make sure that you are successful by giving it to you, because you are a partner and we want to see you be successful as well. So here's what you're getting. If you add up the AGM software, step-by-step video training, the done-for-you treasure chest of our materials, you're at a total value of $3,991. But we wanted to make sure you were able to bring in those indirect sales. So remember that 7-day email sequence that I told you about that we use when we bring people in, we add them to our list, they get an email every day. We're going to give you that email sequence. You can just put your information in there and use it for yourself. We're going to give you that for free. It costed us $297 to create. That thing is worth its weight in gold, but it's yours for free when you get AGM right now. But we're not done there. Bonus number 3. Bonus number 3. Although you are in business for yourself, you'll never be alone. My team and I, we are personally going to review any website created for this business and let you know if we recommend any changes. This is going to ensure that you are doing everything accurate and you are on point and can feel confident that you'll get the best results possible. So this hands-on bonus is valued at $697. You get 12 of them a year, but you get it for free when you get AGM right now. So let's recap real quick, everybody. What you are getting: total real world value, $4,985. You're getting the software influencer site for a year, step-by-step video training, our in-house proven checklist, procedures, done for you treasure chest, 7-day indirect selling email sequence, and the monthly coaching calls. Total value $4,985, but that is nowhere close to what you'll steal AGM for today. But before I drop the link to pick up this special offer, I want to tell you about 2 very, very important fast action bonuses that Tom and I have put aside for you. So this is your fast action bonus number 1. These are for those of you that have been watching this presentation and see the power in what we are doing. I know there are a lot of you. You've probably been nodding your head in agreement this whole presentation, and we can only do this for the first 50 people, as there are only so many people that we can do this for and facilitate it for. So here's the deal. For the first 50 people that are in, remember how I said you could get all this set up for free by our team? As a fast action bonus, our team is going to set up your first site for you when you jump in today. So for most people, not having a website set up for them, that's usually, I mean, if they don't have one set up, it's because they usually don't know how to do it. So let us do that for you. Let us take that off your plate. You're going to get your first site set up for free. That's a bonus valued at $497. We charge that regularly, but you are going to get it for free with AGM right now. So I'm going to break down the special deal one more time, and I'm going to share the link with you so you can be one of the first 50 to enroll. Are you guys ready? Renee says that's an incredible bonus. Everybody ready? Lots of yeses. Because when you consider the most directory tools out there that do far less than AGM will set you back more than $200 or $2,000, and the fact that we normally charge $3,000 for this type of training, it will be easy to charge $3,997 for this proven client getting system, and it really is proven. And even at that price, it'd be worth it, since our students are crushing it right now out of the gate with this. But when you make the wise decision to get Agency Growth Machine now, you're not going to pay anywhere near $3,997. In fact, you're not going to pay $2,997 or even $1,997, which would be a steal. When you get AGM right now, we have massively slashed the price and you get everything for just $497. Remember, that's just a fraction of our done for you material and checklists without the software. You're getting access to all the exclusive bonuses, everything. And when you are one of the first 50 to enroll, you are going to get our fast action bonus, one of you to or get your first site set up for free. So let me ask you this. Are you ready for the link? You're going to be needing to click it fast because there are almost 400 people on this webinar, and I know a lot of people want to get in. So I want to give everyone a fair shot to be one of the first 50. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and grab AGM right now. You can visit offlinesharks.com/JoshVIP. Our team is going to put a link in the chat box for you. So one small investment of $497, this gets you access to 1 year of Agency Growth Machine plus all the following bonuses. If you wish to continue using the software after 1 year, it renews at $497 the next year, which you can cancel at any time. But we all know with the ability to keep a consistent stream of customers and in your business with this machine, I mean, this is essential. We know that you're never going to want to cancel it. We've put years into building this thing, and we are speaking with businesses every single day, using it through email with hundreds of successful case studies. We are so excited for you all to join with us in our ranks. Now is the time to head over to the link, offlinesharks.com/JoshVIP, and lock in your access. And of course, you want to be one of the first 50 to jump in so we can set up your first site. Let me check and make sure my...
And I mean, I told you guys that this was going to be an amazing training and an amazing offer. And I mean, I don't think we could have done any better than that. All right. So, and
well, I do have
chance.
more. I do have more.
Oh,
so
wow.
Here. I just want to make sure that I know there are a lot of people that had to go. I have more for you, but you're going to want to secure your spot if you want your first site set up for free. So,
boom, Sherry is in already.
Welcome, Sherry.
So,
That's
boom,
fun.
she was quick. Guys saying you were right, Josh. Yeah, absolutely. And let us know, guys, as soon as you've joined so that we can kind of keep a tentative tab.
Thanks, Josh. All right, 1 second here. I was just opening up my chat to make sure the link was in there. Okay, you guys, fast action bonus number 1. I've already told you. I hope a lot of you are already going to the page, offlinesharks.com/JoshVIP for Josh's VIP customers. This is an insane offer. We have to keep this bonus limited so we don't get too overbooked with site setups. I'm going to be doing a Q&A as well. I know a lot of people are still here. A lot of people are jumping in. I just want to make sure that everyone who's been begging for the link for the sign up page, you get a chance to jump in right now. And make sure to
Mark Anthony is in. Mark Anthony is in. Terrence. Perfect.
Nice. Mark's using his $100. He's got some he's
and
got a stake.
We still got I think it's still got 5 more to go to give away. So boom, Katrina is in. Awesome. John is in as well.
Okay, perfect. So we do have more spots, you guys. We do have more spots, and I want to break down my my guarantee because I know people are going to ask. So I do have a 30-day guarantee on this, and this is how it works. If you take action on this system, I truly believe that it will work for you like it has worked for me and so many others, which is why I'm willing to back it up with this 30-day refund guarantee. But I just want to make sure that you know, I want to be fully transparent with you. We will ask that you do the work. We want to see that you completed the work. You must have gone through the course and put in the effort. We're going to ask to see that. This is why we offer the site setup and the coaching, the monthly coaching with the fast action bonus, because we care about your success. We want to make sure you're successful with this. So I just want to be clear. We don't offer refund requests about changing your mind where it's not for me. I don't have the time. I just ask that you're 100% committed and ready to take action about this if you're going to buy the product, okay? Because Tom and I and the rest of our team at Offline Sharks, we stand behind our brand, our products. We pride ourselves in running an honest and transparent and ethical business. If you put in the work and it legitimately doesn't work for you for some weird reason, we will refund you. I have no problem with that. Okay, fair, everybody? And I see a lot of people say that they are still jumping in.
Yeah, Dennis has jumped in, Patricia has jumped in, Katrina has jumped in, John has jumped in. I'll cover this question real quick before you jump into that. William is saying, how can this pair with Done For You Suite? I covered a great strategy that this can work with within the first 15 minutes of this call. So you might have jumped on here a little late. But one thing that I'll do, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do a more thorough explanation of that strategy and actually show you guys on screen how to do it as a special bonus on top of this as well, just so that I can spend a little bit more time going through it and actually you can look over my shoulder as I do each step. So I'll make that even better for you so that you can have that and watch it at any time because it truly is a very powerful strategy that you can use to deliver clients that you'll be getting with the AGM system. You'll be able to deliver them some results pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys, to be completely honest with you, like I'm using Done For You Suite for my clients now. We've already implemented it for a number of clients, and you know how we got those clients? We got those clients through our Agency Growth Machine website. We used our system here to start an easy conversation with those business owners. Now, to fulfill those services, we're going to use Done For You Suite. So it's a great combination. And I see that Sherry Ashley asks, what happens if we want a second site? And that is a great question, Sherry, because fast action bonus number 2 is going to throw things over the top. And of course, there are still some left for the first 50 to enroll. So
and
if you're one of the first
Ernesto
50,
just jumped in, so one less.
Ernesto, welcome. So if you are one of the first 50, you're also going to get this bonus. And what it is a developer's license. You're going to get unlimited listings and installations. And that's for the first bonus is for the first 50 people. This is another awesome bonus that we can share with the first 75. So if you're one of the first 50, you get both. If you are 50 through 75, you get this one. But we still have slots open for both. So to be clear, anyone who's buying now, you get both of them. This developer license is valued at $997. We have some students that have insane amount of sites, right? They have developer license. They build a site on a specific industry, right? They do like a medical influencer site or a legal influencer site in their area, and they just want to tap into a complete a market and just dominate it. This bonus is for you. Again, you get unlimited installs. And I want you to think about this. I've shown you examples of how just one business in one of our sites that we've given a listing to has turned into multiple payments month after month after month, right? But with this developer license, your AGM site can hold hundreds, even thousands of businesses. So, I mean, technically speaking, you can have unlimited, but imagine the opportunity that you have there for you to go all out with this. And here's an example of a $399 payment for a premium listing from one of our students. So I want to ask the question of, do you guys see where this came from? Like, how did we get paid for this? Our student added someone's business to our site. We gave him a listing, which caused the influencer effect to happen. Now, the business owner that he added now sees him as a trustable source, a credible source in the community. There's a high perceived value in these listings. He created this listing on his site and he got paid for it. He didn't have to pay anything to create the listing other than to get in our system, right? Which is, we're offering you right now on a really great discount. But once he got in, I mean, these listings become a form of currency for your business. Instead of selling websites or SEO, you can just sell listings, or you can give the listings away as a way to incentivize people in buying your other services. A lot of our students bundle listings in. They say things to prospects like, look, if you want a website, I'll sell it to you for this, but once we're done, if you want to do SEO, I'll give you a deal on my SEO, plus I'll give you a premium listing on our site that has thousands of businesses. Normally that's $297. We'll give it to you for X. Like, it's no skin off your back to do it, right? Why not incentivize and bundle your services with something that has high perceived value with these listings? So that's just, and again, we talk about all this stuff in the training. So if you want to be like Shannon here, who has over a $20,000 base in recurring revenue just off his listings, and have a community resource site set up by our team like that, then this bonus number 2, has your name written all over it. So let me recap real quick, because I know some people are asking for the recap. So what you're getting is unlimited access to our AGM software for 1 year, normally $997. The step-by-step video training, normally $997. Our in-house done-for-you treasure chest, all of our checklists, procedures, phone scripts, emails, copy paste, social media posts, all those things, $1,997. It's worth way more than that because there's so much in there. You're also going to get the 7-day indirect selling email sequence, the monthly coaching call, $697, total value $4,985. You're also getting the first site install for the first 50 to enroll, and the first 75 are getting the developer license. So I want to check again how many of you are in, so I can make sure I'm keeping an eye on those fast action bonuses. We do have some spots left for fast action bonus number 1. So right now is time to grab that spot if you have been thinking about it. I see, I'm scrolling down. Russ is also in. Jim is also in.
John is in, and there's about 3 other people that are jumping in, but they're having trouble with the payment, so they're working with support to get in. So there's about 4 spots there that have jumped in.
Okay, I think Bud is one of those guys. Bud, we got you. We see that you're working on that. I'm going to give you a little bit here.
There's been a few questions about the AGM system working in other languages and also like other countries.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. I didn't even say anything about that. So if you live in a place where you use Google, which is basically everywhere in the world, you can use our tool to pull businesses from Google and put them in your site. So yes, you can basically use it anywhere in the world. Now, with respects to in other languages, you're going to have to install the Google Translator plugin to translate everything in a different language, unless of course you write your content in a different language. But I mean, that's easy enough for you to do, right? You're going to get the software, which you can use anywhere in the world, and put your own content in there. So beautiful. When you get in right now, you guys are getting access to both the fast action bonuses. I just want to make sure you guys know that. Don't worry, you're not missing out on them. Let's see.
And Russ is in. Jim, Dennis, Delroy, welcome aboard. I told you guys we were going to bring the heat, and I think we have delivered.
I actually have a slide right here about somebody asking for other countries. Funny enough, right?
Nice.
So this is a message from Serjan in Serbia, right? He says, "Hi Sharks. After a lot of translating and adjusting to the Serbian market, his influencer site went live on Sunday, and he said he was prospecting while preparing for the site. And he said he already has a premium listing client. The really great news is today he closed the deal for his first website design, and they're considering SEO as well. He said it's in Serbia, so the price is a little lower than in the US, so he can't use the other badges that we have. We give badges out for people that have like $5,000 clients or whatever. So he said he can't use those badges, but he says that I want to thank everyone for your support, especially Nick and Tom for creating this chance for all of us being such good teachers. If I can do it in Belgrade, Serbia, anyone can. Just follow the guidelines that Nick and Tom give you. And P.S. if you're going to give me a shout out, my name is pronounced Sir, like the title. So yeah, I mean, anywhere, right? And while you're waiting, if one of you are, if you're in right now and you're getting our fast action bonus where we're going to set up your site for you, your first site, we actually have, I should pull this up in another screen. We actually have a copy and paste message where you can start prospecting like Serjan. He said, I did prospecting while preparing for the site and already closed a premium listing. And it's actually very similar to that email that I showed you guys a while back that says, I'm about to start a community resource website in my area. Your business has been recommended. You guys remember that? That's basically the way that you position it, that you're about to start a site. One second here, Josh. I'm gonna pull up my site in the background. You have any thoughts you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, one thing, Troy, I believe yes that you could customize the listings as well as however you like. So he's asking if you could add custom fields to it.
Oh yeah.
Let me go ahead. I think I have a few more winners to pick. So let me see. I'm gonna close my eyes and scroll and then pick somebody. Wayne Miller. Awesome, you
Nice,
are a
Wayne.
winner. Wayne, $100 to you. So let me go ahead and send you a quick message. And guys, make sure if you have questions about anything, post them in the chat box so that we can get you taken care of. Give me a second to send Wayne a message.
No worries.
And one thing that I'm gonna do as well for all of you guys that jump in, I'm gonna sweeten the deal even more, just because you guys jumped on here live. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in something that's gonna work even more perfectly with this system, and that is my Done For You Authority service, pretty much web app that we have. And what Done For You Authority does is that it finds you high authority expired domains for pretty much any location that you want, that you can use with the AGM system. Okay, and I actually have a site that I set up with the AGM system in Dallas, and I found the domain with Done For You Authority. Okay, and that actual domain has a link from the official Visit Dallas website. Okay, so those are the kind of domains that you can find with Done For You Authority, and then it just gives your site not just more authority to rank in Google, but you can really look professional and have that authority built into your domains, and that all around can just start helping you rank better in Google, which brings your site better traffic, which overall just gives yourself and all of the clients that are on your site more authority. So for those of you that jump in, you're going to get that as well. Access to Done For You Authority, so that you can find those expired domains with built-in authority. And I log in there probably once a week to look for domains specifically in Miami. And one thing that I've been doing as well is I've bought some domains from businesses here that kind of were shut down during COVID for a bit. And I've actually been able to snag up some of their domains because they I guess they closed during COVID. They forgot about their domain. They closed it, and all I'm doing is immediately putting it up for sale for 100 or 150. I'm not trying to obviously kill them, obviously, but I'm just making a bit of a markup on it. And immediately just listing it for sale. So I'll get it for $10 and immediately list it for about 100 or 150, and boom, that's it. And once that business realizes, oh man, my domain expired, boom, they go on, they search for it, they see they can pick it up for 100, 150 bucks, boom. And that's a simple little thing that I'm kind of doing right now. And again, about 1 or 2 weeks, 2 times a week, I'll log on to Done For You Authority, search for domains in Miami, and boom, you can pick them up for $10 and sometimes less if the particular register that you're using has a coupon or something going on. Jerry is saying, hey Josh, do you have more tips for us today about Done For You Suite? Stay tuned. I do have a ton of more tips coming to you guys about that. The one that I shared today is just one strategy that I use. So I will be walking you through through other tips and tricks that I use with Done For You Suite as well. So stay tuned for that.
That's an awesome one about the Done For You Authority, snagging one of those websites. That's
absolutely.
I remember when you got that one, when you made that website on it. That's
yeah. You helped me with it. Your team actually designed the logo for me. So when they say that it's done for you guys, it is definitely done for you. So they will set up an entire site for you.
So check this one out, Josh. This is from our student Victor, who sent out an email at 8:30 a.m. and got a response 30 minutes later saying, yes, all the information is correct, right? He did a business verification strategy. All the information is correct, but please speak directly with the business owner. And he gave Victor's direct contact information to the business owner. Like the gatekeeper gave up he had like one job, right? Don't give up my contact information. And he gave up his boss's direct contact information. So have you guys seen a prospecting method that goes through the gatekeeper like that? You can be like Victor and claim your access to a strategy that allows you to do that. We have a couple more spots. We have a couple more spots.
Marianne Ann just jumped in.
Welcome,
So,
Marianne.
Marianne, she had a bit of trouble too, but she was finally able to get through. Jim Taylor has jumped in as well.
Nice. So also, does anybody have any questions about this? Is there anything holding you back from this that you need me to answer? Bud,
But yeah,
I see that you're in.
try incognito window or disabling your malware software while you try to go in, or if you still have trouble, reach out to their support desk, and don't worry, we will get you in. We do see that you are in, so we'll get you taken care of. Reach out to their support. And someone did ask, what was the question that I flagged that I wanted to oh, something about the scripts. I think you might have covered that already. So someone is asking if they can get the script that you were kind of walking through earlier about how to reach out to them. So all of that is included as part of the training as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
You guys, what I'm gonna do, because I see Bud is still having issues getting in, is I'm gonna hold. If you get in right now, you're gonna get both fast action bonuses, because we're having some issues with some payment gateways, but you need to try to get in right now. Let me see. Alex says, do you outsource the managing of emails, contacting businesses once the website is up? Yes, 100%. And we show you how to do that. Most of the emails are already written for you, but if you want to start like a newsletter, I 100% outsource that. And yeah, we have, the monthly training is a good place to come whenever you have, like, you grow and you get specific questions too. Happy to help you there.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's very easy for those of you that have more time than money to outsource. This is so simple for you to be able to do it on your own as well, while you work your way up to outsourcing. So even if you don't have that budget right now to outsource, everything is pretty much done for you. The website is going to be built for you. All the emails are written for you. Everything is written for you. Everything is done for you. So you could just copy and paste and do a bit of prospecting on a daily basis. Send out some emails like that screenshot that he just showed. 8:30 by 9 a.m. he already got a response. So even if you're running your agency as your side gig right now, this is perfect for you, because it only takes a little bit of your time on a daily basis to build this up to something that can really help you build a six-figure agency. Okay, and not just an agency, but also a true authority community site where people are willing to pay to be on there. Okay, so there's multiple streams of income that you can use with this system. It's not just building an agency, but you can also, if you want to just strictly build a community website and have that be your gig, you can do that. And then you can sell, you can pitch agency services, but then sell those leads to another agency if you don't want to be the one to fulfill those. But there's so many ways that you can go about this that it's really, really versatile on how you can go about it. To get your bonus, Sean, I'll put my support desk email in the chat box. Just go ahead and forward your purchase to there, and I put it in the chat box, and I'll also include it here in the chat, in the questions box. Philip is asking, what if you have two or more agencies working the same city or town? Oh, that's a good question.
So it is a good question, and you would think it's kind of like the traffic question, right? I know as marketers, we're like, oh, they're going to ask us how much traffic our website gets, or what if there's somebody in our area? What if I told you? I'm not sure who asked this question, but what if I told you that I live in a little island called Maui in the middle Pacific, right? It's not a very big place, and we have thousands of businesses, but oddly enough, I've taught this strategy to multiple people on that island. and they also do it. The chances of, even if somebody was in your area, the chances of somebody else reaching out to the exact same business as you is highly unlikely, because there's a lot out there. And even if they did, if you're following a strategy and you're letting a business know, like 3 months later after somebody else reached out and gave them a listing on their site, do you really think that they're going to say, you know what, if you have the wrong information of my business on your website, you can just leave it inaccurate. You don't have to change that. It's all good. They're going to start to talk to you. They're going to get a response. Don't worry about that. You're all good.
Perfect. And Sean is in as well, so welcome aboard, Sean.
Awesome.
And Victor Leonenen, hopefully I said that correctly. You are the next winner. It's $100. Thank you for being on here. I will send you a message right now. I think I have 3 left.
Yeah, so by the way, everybody, there are we start to add listings to our site for one goal, which is to get that business. Like if we add one listing, we want to reach out to that business and we want to start a relationship. We don't want to just add tons of businesses. So for what I would do is I would get in the habit of like adding 25 businesses and then contacting all those businesses. You don't need to get crazy and add 3,000 businesses, because that doesn't do anything for you. What you're trying to do is start a relationship with each one of those pins on your site. And yeah, somebody is asking about, Alex says, better to do one for a town, city, many service, industrial. So Alex, here's an example of a site that I built on another island. It's called Oahu Home Services. And this is all service-based businesses like AC companies, roofers, things like that. So you can niche down and just do those and have that, that authority in your area for home services, like a home services directory. Or you can be like the Hawaii Thrive one, where we are more focused on like special deals in the entire state, right? We have like a page where we show like deals and coupons from all of our people that have paying listings on our site. So you have a lot of flexibility there.
Jim Taylor, winner of the next one. And we got 2 more left.
So Nicholas says, is it going to work from Austria and Europe? I know you brought so yeah, it most certainly is, Nicholas. It's, it comes down to, here, let me pull up my slide again. I mean, this is an example of somebody doing it from Serbia, right? Which, same continent, right? You're in Austria, you're in Europe. It really comes down to you just setting up your site and prospecting businesses in your area. If you want to write some content in your native language, then you need to do that, or you can use a Google Translator plugin.
And guys, remember, you don't have to do this just where you live. You can do this anywhere. Like I have one site in Dallas, Texas. I live all the way in Miami. You don't have to just limit yourself to your city, your country, your state, none of that. You can venture off and set these up anywhere, literally anywhere you want.
Alex says, do the businesses manage their own deals or coupons on their profile? So again, this is a marketer thing. You would want them to, right? Like you would think that you would want them to, but Alex, if I add a business to my site and my goal is to get them as a paying customer, the real goal is for them to contact me for different things. So you can allow them to do things to their own profile on your site, but I would recommend that you don't, because if you give them a listing on your site and they have to contact you to add a coupon, that's an opportunity for you to try to sell them something. So I know that it sounds like easy, but you want that friction point. That's a way for you to it's like a trap. You know what I mean? It's a snare. You want them to contact you for anything that you possibly can get them to contact you. That's an open line of communication opportunity for you to make some money.
Clive Swirsky, $100 winner, and we have 1 left.
Damn, Josh, you're just making it rain. Warren, it's all mobile responsive, so we would never build something that's not mobile responsive. Mark is asking for a list of successful domain names. Mark, there's number one, you can join our Facebook group. You'll see tons of people brainstorming, sharing strategy. And then in your members area, there's a list of sites that people have built that are doing really well. So you can get ideas that way as well.
And the final winner will go to Jerry Baker. Jerry's asking, this $100, is it for real? I will prove it to you, Jerry Baker. You are the 10th and final winner. I do pay my winners, so I'll send you a message now.
Damn, Jerry. There you go. That's funny. Is it even for real? How about we just give you $100?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. You know, I mean, Jerry, I don't think you'll ever, if Josh ever says that he's going to do a webinar, you're probably going to show up now, right? Marianne, yes. So when you join, you're going to get an email that's going to give you access to your members area. You're going to get a login, username, and password. And then once you log in, there's a button that says claim your bonuses. And then that's how you request to get your site set up.
Kurt said, "I'll take it if you don't think it's real." Kurt was one of the winners on one of our other sessions.
So Philip is asking about a delivery. He says, would a listing service like restaurants that deliver work as a niche? Funny that you say that. This is a site that we created called We Deliver Maui. These are literally all the restaurants on the island. We own the restaurant market. We have all the restaurants on an email list. So we can monetize that list. But people do come here and want to, find information about which ones, which businesses have,
Man, that pizza looked delicious.
Like, I know I'm getting hungry. Look at Coconuts, right? They have a premium listing. They have their menu, they have a video, they have their Bite Squad links, their Uber Eats links. So, I mean, your ability to give value to your prospects, restaurants are a great niche, because who doesn't love a good website that has, or a good way to get coupons and deals on all the restaurants in their area?
Jeff, as soon as you purchase, send me your receipt to my support desk. I posted it in the chat box, but I'll send it to you now as well.
Alex says, offering services like SEO with backlinks with done for you, Google Ads is a whole other add-on as opposed to just premium listing offer. Correct. So again, fundamentally what we're doing here, we're giving businesses listings on our site that opens a line of communication. If you're at home right now and you have no open lines of communication with people that know you and trust you, you're probably not going to get any customers anytime soon. The only way that you're going to do that is if you talk to somebody. The problem with talking to somebody for most people, and me especially, is that I'm not good at talking to people. I hate picking up the phone and doing sales. I hate all that stuff. But what I can do is I can send somebody an email and give them a listing to something that's valuable in our area on our site and say, oh, by the way, I saw that your website was horrible. I can help you with that. Or I saw that you're not even ranking in Google. By the way, we do that. And here's a premium listing. So it's just an easy way to start these conversations.
Sean is saying that my support email bounced. But either way, I'll get the list of everyone who's purchased from Nick. So don't worry, I'll reach out to you if my support desk is having issues. But it shouldn't.
Yeah, we'll send you all the information, Josh.
Oh, you're missing an I. You're missing an I, Sean. Is Samurai? There's an I at the end. I might have misspelled it. But yeah, there's Samurai with an I.
Bud is asking if he's in. Bud, yes, you are in. We actually held the bonuses are open right now. So I know that you had some issues getting. He says, I'm finally figured it out. Did I make the first 50? So yes, you're in.
Awesome.
By the way, everybody that is still with us on this call, you're getting full access, all the bonuses included, the software for a year, step-by-step video training, done for you checklists and procedures, email sequence, total value of $4,985, and the monthly coaching call. You're getting all of that. And it's a very limited time offer $497 for the year. All you have to do is go to offlinesharks.com/JoshVIP.
And yes, Jack is asking, is done for you authority from Josh a bonus? Yes, it is. So for everyone that purchases, you're going to get access to done for you authority as well, and that's going to give you, the ability to find those hot domains that you can build these sites on.
Somebody said, someone was asking if they could use Done For You Suite to rank their website. That is exactly what you can do, which is, I mean, that's why we brought this presentation to you, because if you have one of these, if you want to have one of these sites and you want to rank it for, deals in Maui, restaurant deals in Maui. I mean, people search for that stuff, and then your site comes up. I mean, there's a lot of value in bringing in good SEO for your business. And you guys, I'm very passionate about SEO. One of my core services, right, for my agency is offering SEO. So when we built this software, we had SEO in mind. I mean, it's very important to us that we build very lean, optimized code. So like Oahu Home Services, like if you search for Oahu Home Services, like we've never done any SEO to this site, never. But right out of the box, it ranks #1 for Oahu Home Services. So I'm not saying that you're going to be able to do that in your niche. Like there might be some competition where you are a little more than us or whatever, but like it ranks quickly right out of the box because we build really, SEO friendly and with it in mind type products.
And Chandra brought up a good point, the SOP bonus, since she had to run.
Yeah. Cameron, so I did mention a stay till the end bonus for everybody that stayed with us, and I think we're getting there. So why don't we do a last call for questions, and my team will also put the state of the end bonus link in the chat.
Perfect. And what I'll do, we're over the 2-hour mark. So what I'm going to do is just stop the replay for now, so it doesn't get too long. So if you're watching this replay right now, go to the link on the screen, pick this up, and then, we'll see you inside the agency growth machine. But I'll go ahead and stop this replay now so it can start rendering already, and hopefully within the next hour or so, that replay is done and I can get it up before tomorrow morning.
That sounds good. And remember, if you're on the replay and if you have any questions, you can always hit us up, offlinesharks.com/support. And if you need anything else, happy to help.
Perfect. So now we are off the recording. So if you guys have any last questions, post them in now. Dennis is asking, so we can use Done For You as one of our vendors? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can use Done For You Suite to deliver, because again, the AGM strategy gets you that foot in the door. It gets you that authority site. You can start making money from that alone, and then you can upsell people into your recurring services, your SEO services, your video ranking services, things like that. And then you can use Done For You Suite to deliver on those services that you're offering. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the call, the clients don't really care how you get them results. They just care that you get them results. So that video strategy that I shared earlier pairs perfectly with that. So, again, they don't really care how you get them to that point. So they're more, for the most part, they're not going to ask you about all the things that you're doing for them to get page 1 rankings. As long as they can go to Google and see that you are delivering what they're looking for, that's all they care about. And Done For You Authority can be the engine that runs that.
Yeah, it's a really good way to put it, Josh. Let's see. Somebody asked, what is the open rate of your email sequence? I can't give you the open rate right now off the top of my head for the sequence, but I can show you this slide and show you this average open rate of this segment of our list from that is 22.6%. So what do you think about that open rate, Josh?
That is a beast open rate. Emma is saying she loves SEO. She ranked #1 28 years ago before there was social media or mobile phones or even Google. Wow, it was Alta Vista. That is amazing.
Yes, that's pretty incredible. 28 years ago.
Yeah.
Dennis says, so can we use Done For You as one of our vendors? Yeah. Yep. You can use Done For You as one of your vendors.
Warren is
Warren
saying,
says, do you have the templates for different types of site, like the delivery, restaurants, or gyms? So Warren, all you really need to do, to be completely honest with you, is when you go to one of these sites and you have it set up, if you start importing listings of gyms, all the pictures are going to show up that are gyms, right? You're going to have the map, you're going to have listings of gyms. And if you make some of those listings featured listings, it's going to look like a gym site. So there's not a lot of like template content type work that you need to do there. You just need to start importing listings. And I've already shown you that it takes about 30 seconds.
all right, the wife has just officially texted me, so I have about 3 minutes left before I gotta go. Not that she's in labor,
Okay.
but she's just, tugging at me
Okay.
because we got some things to go do. So 3 minutes left, guys. Post your final questions and make sure you get in. There still should be some of the first 50 spots. But since we're off the recording now, I'll make sure, even if we're over 50, I'll, make sure Nick grants you guys in there, because I'm pretty sure we're close to getting to that 50 mark. So even if we go over, we're not even on the recording anymore, so it doesn't matter. We can do a little bit, get a little bit spicy here. But yeah,
Secret squirrel stuff.
yeah, so the secret squirrel stuff. So make sure you get in, and even I'm pretty sure we'll blow through the first 50. So we'll get you guys in there to make sure you get all those awesome bonuses.
Yep, absolutely. So you guys, if you have any last questions, we got a couple minutes. If you have any last questions, let me know now. I see John Wallace says, I'm in, let's do it.
Awesome, John.
John Rose says, all the best, Josh. A lot of, man, your tribe loves you, Josh. They're so stoked for you and your new baby coming up.
Yeah, thank you. Twak Romero. That's a great name there. And yeah, and I will be getting this replay up hopefully by tonight, and I'll post it in the members area of Done For You Suite, and also I'll email all of you guys so you can watch it. Bud is saying, what's the first thing we should do? #1, get in there and watch the training. Okay,
Yep.
Go through that as quickly as possible, and then just take massive action. Don't let anything hold you back. Just go out there, submit the information that Nick and Tom's team need to get your site set up, and hit the ground running.
Yep, that's exactly it, Bud. Once you get your login information, there's a welcome video that walks you through everything you need to do.
Awesome. He says, will do. Massive Action is my middle name. Perfect. And join their Offline Sharks Facebook group as well, too. That thing right there will ensure that anytime you need a little bit of motivation, you pop in there, and you guys will feel like, Superman after just spending a few minutes in there.
Warren's asking, so yeah, the state of the end bonus, Warren, is delivered through Messenger. So you just hit yes and it'll give you the bonus. Let's see.
It's a bunch of
Awesome,
people.
Francis.
Sounds like there's a bunch of people outside too. That's probably why my wife is texting me. Maybe some people came to visit before we go into lockdown, baby lockdown. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ernesto. Michael Hero is saying, what if you already have Done For You Authority? Yeah, I'll give you guys some extra credits. So if you purchase, I'll give you 100 credits. And if you already have it, boom, I'll give you 100 extra credits as well.
Damn, man, that's awesome. That's 100 links.
Yeah. Well, that's for 100 domains that you can buy.
100 domains.
Well, that you can review inside of Done For You Authority. So tons of domains that you can find.
Which is such a valuable tool. I love that tool.
Perfect. Hanina Lai just jumped in. Perfect.
Nice, Hanina. That sounds like a Hawaiian name. You guys, the state of the end bonus the link is in the chat.
Awesome. I'll pop it over to the questions box. Here we go. And that's it, guys. I've officially got to go. Nick, Tom, Cameron, everyone on the Offline Sharks team, thank you for coming on here. Nick, specifically, thank you for spending time. I know Tom usually jumps on, but he was having technical issues.
Yeah, his
So
power went out.
Yeah, that sounds like no fun, man.
That sounds like Hawaii.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys always bringing the value, always bringing, great offers. And yeah, I'll continue to, enjoy working with you guys and everyone that came on here. Thank you. As always, you are in the right hands when it comes to Nick and Tom. I'm telling you, all you got to do is get inside of AGM, go through their training, take action, and you will get results. And if you don't believe me, just pop into their Facebook group. You're gonna see everyday people like like you guys, like me, like everyone. We're all just regular people who went through a course, took action, and got results. So just jump in there, jump into their Facebook group, and you'll see how many success stories they have. And also pop into their call on Friday. Every Fridays, these guys have an amazing call that pumps you up even more. So their support system is just insane to ensure that you guys get results. So with that, Nick, if you want to stay around, or Cameron a little longer, feel free to do so. But I've got to go. You guys can feel free to shut it down whenever you're ready.
I actually got to jump too. I'm actually meeting a shark right now that's here in New York City
Oh,
too. But yeah, but
nice.
thanks again, Josh. I appreciate the time, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the Facebook group, and taking action and seeing you grow your business and help you grow your business this year. Take care, everybody.